Efforts continue across the Houston area after Harvey. There are some spots where that process, hasn't even started. Buffalo Bayou Park was filled with nearly 40 feet of water during the height of the flooding. Matt Doherty reports from the park just outside of downtown Houston.
The water is still keeping much of the cleanup from starting. The banks of the bayou were once green with grass, and now they're sandy beaches of silt. The doorstep to downtown has two faces. In the upper elevations of the park, joggers again make use of the trails. Dogs and owners find a contemplative respite beneath the oak trees. In the gardens, birds chirp and flowers bloom. But the closer you get to the banks of the bayou, it's a different story.
Just amazing to think that the force of this water could deposit this amount of sediment.
Ann Olson is the president of the Buffalo Bayou Partnership. She says the silt crushing the grass beneath it is as deep as 6 feet in some spots. The damage is pervasive.
The dog park, which is one of the best dog parks in Houston, is still 8 feet underwater.
Brian Wegg and his pup are forced to use the upper paths. You can't even walk the steps to get to it. The dog park isn't expected to be open for months.
It was like our favorite place to go, so that hurts a little bit.
The $58 million project was built to withstand flooding, but nothing like this.
So while we say the park was designed to flood, it wasn't designed to flood 3 times in 2 years.
14,000 trees were planted at the park. Olson says at least hundreds have been lost. She says it's hard to put a figure on the amount of damage right now, but says donors have already started stepping up with funds. The partnership was given a $25,000 donation last week. And although they love the dog park, Brian Wegg feels cleanup here shouldn't be at the top of the list.
You know it's going to cost a lot to clean it up, and you wonder if maybe that money should go somewhere else right now with all the relief efforts that's needed other than just a park.
Making matters worse, all of the tractors and equipment used to maintain the park were also lost in the floods. It'll cost about $500,000 to replace. Reporting from Buffalo Bayou Park, standing for Houston, Matt Doherty, KHU 11 News.